Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel, and on today's video we are back at my new old gym. Yes, we are back at Watson's Martial Arts, the place where I started my jiu-jitsu career in 2013. It's been 10 years training jiu-jitsu, and I'm finally back where I started. And in my very first role here, it's going to be with Dr. Nathan Nolan, who is also a co-instructor for the no-gi classes. So this is kind of going to be a battle of the no-gi instructors. So with all that out of the way, let's get into the role. So in this role, I'm going to focus on playing very defensive jiu-jitsu, which is something I don't usually do on the channel. But right here, I'm going to pull into a half guard position. My opponent is trying to set up the headquarters to get into his guard passing position. I'm going to switch to the reverse De La Riva here. Notice how I'm bringing my knees to my chest and keeping his right leg on my chest. So it makes it very hard for him to establish the knee cut position, which is really pretty much what you should be doing in a reverse De La Riva. Reverse De La Riva is very good at stopping the knee cut from happening. So right here, my opponent almost gets the knee cut. I almost come out the back from the half guard position. He back steps. I'm not able to counter it very well. And now I need to start getting to my side and start building my frames. Now notice how I'm playing this half guard position here. I'm on my side. I'm being very defensive. I'm stopping my opponent from getting his leg in. And once he settles down, I'm able to switch my feet and get into the half guard position with a grip on the belt. Now you're not going to see a lot of offense from me, but you're going to learn a lot about defensive postures and defensive frames and positioning. So notice again how I'm on my side. I'm really preventing him from getting this over under position here by keeping his weight off of me, staying on my side and not allowing him to flatten me out. I'm going to continuously get onto my right elbow in the video here and use that as a frame and a post so I can start to sit up and really start to threaten attacks from this position. So my opponent gets back into a knee cut position and then settles back down into the over under, and I play a lot of over under, so I'm very well versed in knowing how to stop it. So right here, he starts to try to get the over under on the opposite side, and I'm going to bring my knee shield in and pull on his arm and try to get an underhook position here. So what you're going to start noticing is that when I'm playing this position, I'm very balled up. I'm really using my hips, moving side to side to stop my opponent from getting any type of offensive position going. Right here, he tries to smash me, and this is the position right here where I'm on my back. This is how you don't want to play half guard, where your back is flat, your head is kind of moved to a different angle, your feet are out of alignment. So watch how I'm going to start building up my base, getting my arm around, getting on my side, and really preventing him from getting any type of knee cut pass by utilizing the belt grip and utilizing my elbow for my post. So with this belt grip, what I can do is bring my left foot in for a butterfly hook and start playing the position that Adam Warzinski does so well. If you watch my video with him and Felipe Andrew, that's the position that he plays. But this is a purely defensive round. I just want to showcase some of the defensive things you should be doing, making those frames, elbow knee connections, staying on your side, just so people can't pass your guard very easily. So as you can see, my opponent's trying to lift my right arm up to flatten me out, which is what the top person should be doing, trying to pass the guard. But what I'm going to start doing is anchoring myself with the belt grip, and I'm going to start getting to my elbow to make some space for my left leg to come in. So my opponent's trying to get away from me, but I'm using that belt grip to stay attached until I'm ready to go. And now again, you can see I'm just playing on my side, really focusing on getting these underhooks and not giving him any positions where he can be an advantage. So right here, he's going to start to stand, and I'm going to get that reverse De La Riva on the other side, stopping the knee cut position, and I'm just going to try to keep myself nice and scrunched, making elbow knee connections, making frames, keeping his his right hand away from me, trying to grab the pant grip, seeing if I can get under him to kind of go for a sweep position. So right here, I'm able to get my left arm under his leg, and what I'm going to try to do is connect my hands together, and I'm going to get up on my shoulder and use my right leg to kind of push him back. When I push him back here, it's going to make his foot light, which is how you can get into leg entanglements, get into the X guard, get into the single leg X, and all those positions from the half guard. So basically, this video is kind of just showcasing what you can do from half guard, when you can attack, and what you should be going for while you're in the half guard position. So Nathan is going to start grabbing my collar and cross-facing me, trying to make me go flat, and I'm going to use my elbow and knee to frame against his chest and shoulder to give myself enough space so I can move myself out of this position and not get flattened in a smashed half guard position, which would be very advantageous for his passing endeavors. So right here, he's going to start pinning my leg, and what he's going to do now is kind of walk around and then use his right leg to pin my left leg. And what I'm going to do here is get up on my elbow and really hip into him. I'm going to thrust my shin into his shoulder shoulders to give myself enough space to free my left leg. And from here, I can immediately start hitting the collar drag. And that's one of the offensive positions that you can go for. Obviously, I didn't go for it very convincingly there, but I just wanted to show that it is there off the counter to their guard passing position. So right here, I'm going to start switching because now Nathan is standing fully up, and I'm going to switch into single leg X here, and I'm going to start playing the single leg X position, which is what I've been working on watching the Ty and Dalpra X guard masterclass. But Nathan is very, very crafty there, and I did teach this single leg X position in the classes that I was doing for the gi, and I think Nathan might have seen it because he backstepped that leg out of there so quickly and didn't let me shelf it on my forearm and stopped pretty much the entire position. So again, I'm really using that cross lapel position, really getting him to frame onto my forearm here, keeping my elbows and knees tight, and I'm going to try to work my way under him. Half guard is very, very good for me because I'm a smaller competitor, so when I frame away, I can really get under people. Now I'm starting to get into that single leg X position. Nathan's going for a toe hold, which you can't really see on that far side, and what I'm going to start doing now is getting under him, and I'm going to try to start setting up that single leg X once again, keeping that gable grip across his leg. But Nathan knows exactly what I'm going for, so what he's going to do is when he sits to that hip, he's going to grab my left pant leg, and while he grabs that left pant leg, I can't bring that leg behind me to get into a technical stand-up to complete the single leg X sweep. So while I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to sweep him and keeping him off balance, Nathan is just controlling the pant legs, and that's actually going to be the end of the roll. So let's get right into these takeaways. The major takeaway here is that when you're playing on the bottom of half guard and you get flattened out, your immediate goal is to get to your side and start building up your frames. As you can see, I'm going to post on my left leg and really shrimp out here and get onto my side, because as a guard passer that forces people to get into a half guard position, I can tell you right now what I'm trying to do is flatten you out, get your legs and head out of alignment so I can make my knee cut passes easier, and I can make my leg weaving passes very, very easy. So as a bottom guard player, as someone starts to flatten you out, you need to start playing defensively, get your frames in front of you, turn to your side, and stop them from getting a dominant guard passing position. So ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for supporting the channel. It truly means more than you know. I'm very, very glad to be back at Watson's Martial Arts. I'm going to have a lot more rolling content, going to be increasing the amount of Red Addict content when I'm teaching the no-gi classes. I'm definitely going to get a roll in with Kyle Watson, the head instructor and my first instructor, to see if I've improved over the past 3 years I've been gone. And just stay tuned because I'm bringing a lot to the channel. So with all that out of the way, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.